everyone, and welcome back to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, where we are hanging out with Goldie, who is just moving and grooving. Look at how cute her little dance is. Oh my gosh, Goldie, you are so cute. But it has been so long. It has been so long since I have invited you guys back here to my camp, and I apologize for that, my friends. You see, I was gone on a journey of self-discovery for several weeks, and I did discover myself, so it totally worked. But while I was gone, I did miss out on several wonderful updates for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and rest assured, even though you may not have seen me, I slipped in like a leafy ninja, and I have been playing every single day for quite a while now, because I am so in love with this game. I am so in love with the idea that I can go around and collect butterflies and fruit and fish and give them to absolutely adorable, sweet-natured little animal friends. They give me friendship and random items in return, and then I can craft it into adorable bushes and presents and all sorts of decorations to build up a really beautiful camp. So, yeah, needless to say, this is entirely my kind of game, and I love it with all of my heart, and I am very happy to continue sharing my adventures in my beautiful campsite with you guys, which you may notice actually still bear the evidence of the festive season. But that's because I haven't taken down my Christmas tree in real life, and I figured, you know what? The Christmas tree here in the game can stay up as long as the Christmas tree I have up in real life. So that's until this weekend. Then we actually have some high schoolers coming to take our tree away and be composted down into mulch so that it can help to decorate some of the local community gardens. Very nice, very efficient, and well, I guess that keeps up the spirit of giving, right? The poor Christmas tree, but I mean, it's been dead for a while now. But all of that aside, my friends, there have been a couple special events that I have really loved in Animal Crossing. One of which is already over and actually ended last night, but it was the New Year's event. I hope if you guys play and if you guys love it, you had a lot of fun with the special New Year's themed event, getting all of those special New Year's themed items. Rest assured, I have my hands on a lot of those items, but I thought instead of putting out the themed Year of the Dog New Year items, we would celebrate the Year of the Dog when it's actually the Chinese New Year, which is the Lunar New Year, in February. So February 2nd is actually when my family has always considered the actual New Year to happen, not January 1st. Because on February 2nd, or at least where the Lunar New Year begins, is where like the new year due to the phases of the moon begins, which I think is more cool because come on, the moon is awesome. The moon is so much fun. So don't worry, I did collect I did collect a whole bunch of those specialty New Year items. They're hanging out inside of my inventory, but I thought we would save them and we would decorate them a little bit closer to Lunar New Year. So that's going to be really fun to share with you guys. And there's also a brand new event going on that I'm really excited to share with you because it has to do with the gardens! So even before we celebrate the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year with Year of the Dog, we have a special winter event with wintry butterflies. I am so excited. This morning I woke up today, you guys, and I learned about Rover's Garden Safari, where we will be able to plant special limited time flowers in our new garden, which is another update I missed out on sharing with you guys, but if you've been playing Pocket Camp, you know all about. And we will be able to catch butterflies, rare creatures that will show up in our garden as a result of the rare plants that we will be putting down. And this event is actually going to be separated into two different segments. So for the first week, we can catch these beautiful diamond and topaz butterflies with the blue and red dahlia seeds. And then in the second week, we will actually be able, it's somewhere in here. Yeah, it just mentions it right down here. You don't get to see any pictures of it just yet. But in the second week, we will be able to plant white dahlias, which may catch us winter butterflies and gold winter butterflies. So I am really excited because it's a garden safari. We get to use our absolutely beautiful garden friend zone. Hello, Rover. Right in here, right now. And we get to collect beautiful butterflies and exchange them to Rover for really fun items. I'm really excited. Rover is so cute. He is actually one of the NPCs, the non-playable character. Well, I guess all of the Animal Crossing characters are just like villagers. He is one of the villagers that has showed up in so many of the Animal Crossing games. And what you do is you talk with him at the beginning of a game in order to figure out what you are going to have your personality be, what your character is going to look like. And I've always thought he's just super friendly, greeting everybody like that, kind of being like the extrovert who really greets everybody and welcomes them to the new towns while he travels around on his trains or in his taxis or whatever he ends up doing. So I've always really liked Rover, and I know he's a fan favorite. So it's really cool to be able to get some special items from him. And he does have some special limited edition items that you can actually get from him. And you can see like a little sampling of them in the picture there, including the one thing I'm really, really, really interested in getting from him, his hat. So not a lot of the stuff. I was really hoping when I looked at these items that it would be all flower based or maybe butterfly based, and I would be able to keep some of those beautiful diamond and topaz butterflies. But they're actually more based around themed items that are related to him, like Rover's hood, which will give you little cat ears. So I definitely need to get Rover's hood because having little cat ears sounds ridiculously adorable. And then his table, and you can also, as you continue to plant the dahlias and catch the butterflies, get all sorts of special items like leaf tickets. You can get sporty essence, and I thought that was really fun when I saw sporty essence, because personally I kind of think of Rover more as like a maybe natural or maybe modern essence villager, but I guess sporty could kind of fit for him. But anyway, clearly I thought way too hard about that. I like sat there for a good 5 minutes going, I don't know, what do I know about Rover's personality? If you can't tell, I really love this game and I get really into it. So you can get the sporty essence, you can get I guess you can get cool essence from him too. And I love his little outfit that you can get because it reminds me so much of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So I want to have my own little Mr. Rogers sweater that I'm going to be snagging from him if I am able to catch 80 diamond butterflies, and that's going to be quite tricky, and I'll show you guys why in just a second. But you can also get a coffee grinder from him, which I think is going to be really fun. I already got a stool from him, so I was thinking if I can somehow get more stools or build more stools, it would be cool to make like a little tea and coffee shop sometime in the future, so we can have a little pop-up camp tea and coffee shop. Very, very cute. There's also rustic essence, Rover's kettle, Rover's rug, and Rover's screen. I'm hoping you can get multiple of those different things. Maybe you can, but I'm not sure how to complete the request. So we'll just have to continue to catch butterflies and find out. And there's also the trade section. This is where I lost my noodle because I got so excited. With the trade section, what you can do is the flowers that you collect after you use them to catch the rare butterflies, you can trade in for special items like an entire basket full of dahlias. What could I possibly ask for more out of that? I am just so happy. Limited edition rare flowers that turn into items that you can keep forever. That is totally what I am all about. So if I collect up 20 dahlias, I will be able to trade them for potted dahlias, which are an item that you can put out to decorate inside of your RV or on your camp. And that makes me very excited. So you can rest assured I am definitely going to be working on collecting a lot of the limited flowers to get the limited flower pots. That's totally right up my alley. But if you have enough flower pots, how could one possibly have enough flower pots? But if you feel you have enough, or you are in desperate need of certain resources to build maybe some of the amenities or a special item, then you can actually trade in the dahlias for some of the special resources that you use, even flower food. And look, the red dahlias are right there, potted dahlias, or even essences, which I thought was really good because some of these essences can be really hard to get your hands on. And I'm actually really struggling with the natural essences because I have unlocked the treehouse. but I cannot build it yet because I don't have enough natural essence. So we're so close. We might actually use the red dahlias to get the natural essence first, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see, my friends. But then the question becomes, where do these seeds come from that we then plant into the ground so that they will sprout, attract butterflies, and get all of these great items? Well, we collect up these dahlia seeds from completing animal requests. So just like all the other special limited edition events, you will go around and you'll get it as a bonus for completing the animal request. Right now, I'm pretty consistently almost always getting blue dahlia seeds, and then red dahlia seeds are a rarer thing that you get from the different animals when you complete requests. Blue dahlias grow almost immediately, and the red dahlias kind of take a second. So you have to wait a little while for the red dahlias. I have actually never used my flower food. It looks like it takes about 4 hours to grow the red dahlias, and I guess my blue dahlias that I grew last time grew immediately. Oh, that must have been because Rover was doing a special event for me. Oh, that's why it happened so fast. So it'll take about 3 hours to grow these flowers for the blue, 4 hours to grow the red, but there's always the power of flower food. So the flower food will allow us to speed up the growing time by about 30 minutes, which really isn't that much, but oh my gosh. Okay, now if I do this, how much flower food would it require? Oh my gosh, seven to grow this puppy right away? You guys, it is more worth it to give yourself just some time to let these happen on their own. But I'm going to go ahead and use up some of my precious flower food for the sake of sharing this with all of you so that you can see what happens. All right, use the flower food. Ta-da! And it has grown into a red dahlia, and look at that, we now have a butterfly we can catch. Now, catching the butterflies is kind of like what happens when you work with the cross-pollinating, because it's not always 100% guaranteed that you're going to be able to catch the butterfly. There is a chance of failure, and I did fail at catching one of the diamond butterflies from before, but let's go ahead and capture this guy. Come on, please. No, did he get away? Oh, all of that flower food for nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay, better to just fill every single pot you can with flowers. And then go ahead and come back in a few hours. This is definitely where a little bit of patience needs to come on in. But at least I can go ahead and I can harvest this red dahlia and plant whatever dahlia I might have next. All right, well, I was really hoping I would be able to show you like catching the butterflies, but I guess the instant grow only happened once with my blue dahlias. So there we go. And if you need more seeds, you can indeed come over to Lloyd and you can actually go ahead and you can order seeds. I do believe like looks like the blue dahlias are the only ones you can order from Lloyd, but it's super duper easy to just head out there in the world, dun, 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 and fulfill animal requests so that you can collect up even more seeds. Does anyone have a request for me? I think I completed most of my requests. Tiny fish wants tiny fish. Everybody wants a tiny fish all of a sudden. Well, you guys know how it looks when you complete request and when you are able to get items from the villagers. So basically you'll get the red dahlia very rarely and the blue dahlia more commonly from the various animals as you complete their request through the day. Definitely keep your eyes peeled. You cannot cross-pollinate the plants, unfortunately. You cannot make more. You cannot do anything fancy with them the way you can the pansies and the tulips. But, my friends, apparently there is a really special thing that you can do with the butterflies. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but if you visit a friend's garden with butterflies that you haven't traded in, I think you can actually release the butterflies. So let's go visit Davina. I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to work, but let's see if Davina has started planting these dahlia seeds today. Davina is one of our awesome patrons, actually, so it'll really tickle me to go on and tell her later, hey, guess what, Davina, you're gonna be right in the video. We're gonna show off your garden. It's so cool. And if I catch a butterfly, I will definitely try to release some for her. But by releasing the butterflies, oh, look how far all of hers have grown. I should probably go ahead and pluck up all my pansies and tulips and put down blue dahlias at the very least, I think. But by releasing butterflies in your friends' gardens, if you have butterflies available to do so with, apparently Rover will be so moved by your generosity that he will actually go ahead and give you some seeds. So I'm kind of curious about what they mean like that. Like, do they mean rare seeds that are hard to get your hands on otherwise? Because if so, that would be quite an interesting addition. But I think that covers about everything for now, my friends. Let's go back to my campsite. And the current update, I'm very excited to share it with you. I love Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I really love all the little items and the little villagers and just expanding my camp. And I have this whole exotic story in my head for all of the villagers and what they do and the reason we have all of the different things at my campsites. The reason we have this right now is just because I'm working on trying to get the tree house. And I needed to become better friends with my cool villagers. Well, I guess they're just campers, my cool campers. Oh, Chrissy, dance, Chrissy. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so adorable. How's Chrissy doing? In my latest blog post, I talk about how important it is to try new things. And I always take my own advice. Oh, Chrissy, you're so cute. She's another one of my absolute new favorites. But I hope to show more of my favorite villagers, more of the cool special events, and just kind of have fun celebrating different things, like celebrating the new year, the year of the dog coming on in, and celebrating the fun of being able to dig through this gigantic list of items of different things we can make and craft and different things we can mish and mash and put together, and maybe come up with some really fun ideas of just having like a fun themed story day of doing camping or knitting or a coffee event or having some sort of sporting event. And that kind of creativity is really refreshing and so much fun. So I look forward to sharing it with you guys. And if you would like to join me, if you would like to see my campsite, if you would like to release butterflies in each other's gardens, then simply send me a friend request and I will show you guys my friend ID really quickly, just so you know how to send me one. I remove friends off of my list after they've been inactive for usually about 2 weeks, but don't worry, if you have been plucked off the list, you can always get back on. Just toss me a friend request and I will be happy to accept. The friend list only allow you to have 200 friends at a time, so I'm not able to accept everybody's request at once, but that is what you guys, the Pixel Biology community, are for. So you can leave your friend ID in the comment section down below if you feel comfortable with it, and then please friend each other, not just me, but friend each other. Look for active people that you would really like to play and share this fun game with. And don't worry, because when you friend each other, it's not like we can talk to each other. It's not like anything bad could possibly happen when you become friends in Pocket Camp, which I really, really love. It's a very safe way to just kind of be friends and get to know and visit some of the other pixel biologists. So I hope you guys enjoy, and next time I will have to introduce you to the adorable June, who I do believe is my spirit animal, the creature after my own heart, my being in another body, and currently snoring in my face. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.